cool though about
I love the binge watching though. Like that's the one thing that I'm super excited about. Like I got to watch first, I think 3 seasons of The Walking Dead back in the day when I lived in California, and I watched them in the span of like a day or two. And I went outside. I had blacked out the windows and stuff, the curtains and everything. And then like when I went out to go to 7-Eleven, it was like, oh shit, people are walking down the street. It like forced me in this reality for a few days. So it's always fun, like hearing about these things to binge watch on. I think right now for me, it's probably Peaky Blinders. I've burned through like 5 seasons in the last week or so.
Are you quarantined, Richard?
Yeah, I'm trying to isolate as much as possible. Even guys in the company, they're wanting to like film and do stuff, and I'm like, nah, man, I'll go to the range and I'll set up cameras on my own. It's like, I just don't want to be that guy who comes across as arrogant, saying, oh, like I'll be able to deal with it. It's fine or whatever. Like the guy who owns my gym, he's one of the coaches or whatever, and he tested positive for COVID, and like his wife's like, man, he's in rough shape. He's like 30 years old and like an athlete. Like he just won this weightlifting comp to qualify for some type of national competition. And I was like, fuck, man, like your lungs are something that you want to think, oh, I'm in good shape and everything, but you get scar tissue on your lungs. It's like, it's like a roll of the dice. Do you really want to or not?
Yeah, it seems to affect different people in different ways.
No, I don't want that.
It affects different people in different ways. Like I saw that story about that like 90-something-year-old grandmother who's like fine now. And then I see these things about literally people like you described, fitness trainers, like people at the peak of like physical fitness in their late 20s and early 30s, like in the prime of their life, and it's destroying them. They're on the verge of death.
Yeah,
either way.
The way I look at it too is like, fuck, man, like if the global markets are going to take a hit from people self-isolating and quarantining, it's kind of fucked up for me to be arrogant, not take it seriously, and just go about business as usual, because I'm just kind of invalidating the sacrifice that other people are making by doing that. No.
Well, you got to take it seriously. Like, and if you are going to go out, obviously just, be safe, keep your space from people. Don't be standing super close in line, all that. Like what a weird time we're living in right now. Like who would have thought that the United States, who, what was it, like 3 months ago? Everyone's on top of the world. The stock market's soaring. Oh, well, we're never coming down. We're great. We're awesome. We're the kind of country with stick-to-itiveness. A week of no working? That wouldn't even be a blip on our radar. And then all this happens, and it turns out, oh, we're way more of an economic paper tiger than any of us realized, apparently.
It hasn't been much of a sacrifice for me. I mean, I'm worth like 57 million virtual rubles now.
210.
210.
Yeah.
My mentor, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's just I feel like the long-term effects, like you can model, you can forecast, you can do a bunch of different things, but like I don't think anyone will see the long-term effects or be able to realize them, be it the stock market or whatever, for months, maybe even years to come.
Oh yeah. And who are these retards in media being like, did you see that China is down to only 60 new cases today? Why can't we get on it like China? And it's like, are you an actual retarded person?
Hey, you know what you do? You should go to China and report on that.
Yeah, you should go do yoga in traffic, you idiot. Because there is no fucking way that China's telling the truth. No, I bet their death total is 10 times minimum what they're saying. Probably higher than that. Most of their countries they got wet markets. They're letting like bats make out with ferrets before they buy them and take them home and throw them in a frying pan and undercook them, apparently. And like they need to fucking get this shit under control. And that
is the recipe.
There is no
the best
way.
When it has been raped by anteater.
You got to burn off steam somehow.
I can almost understand how those crazy wet markets exist. Like I think we've all said that, like, I'd like to try brain. We've said that on the show, right? And if you told me that, like, hey, bat's actually kind of cool. It's like a chicken, but tangy, and everyone else is eating it and it's normal, I kind of like get it. I don't know. Like what society deems normal is normal. And we look at it from the outside.
I would eat a person long before I'd eat a bat.
Oh, well, maybe I'm just not aware of bat danger.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to eat a person, frankly.
Bats
I eat a person if it were on. If I went to
rabies.
Postmates and it was like, huh, people.
Yeah,
I order me some people. I would. I don't see what the big problem is. Like I feel like everybody else is like, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. You're not a human being anymore if you cannibalize a person.
it depends what part of the person I'm eating.
Well, I want to eat a white.
Straps first brain.
I'd rather eat a white woman, and I would rather. I feel like my ideal cut.
I need that in my soundboard. I'd rather eat a white woman.
I feel like my ideal cut of the human body is this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've talked about this before. This is This is the human version of the drumstick, right? Grab that bitch right there. You got this big hunk of delicious meat right here in the thumb. I want those with some hot wing sauce, some Zaxby's like fixins on there, some fries. I could eat half a dozen human thumbs.
Oh, I could easily eat half a dozen human thumbs as long as you crisp them the right way. I don't want a soggy human thumb.
No, you don't want them soggy. I want them like fried and then like tossed in like a good hot sauce.
It's pretty good. Probably just like a sliced off ass cheek.
Oh, that would be my second favorite.
That'd be
cut.
like I would throw that in a crock pot with a bunch of onions, and carrots and potatoes, seasoning, chicken stock, whatever
like
I
pot
need.
roast. No, beef.
Yeah,
you definitely want beef stock.
Yeah, beef stock.
Yeah, some tomato paste, some thyme, some rosemary. Give that 4 hours on high, 6 to 8 on low, and it's going to be tender and delicious.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely eat human ass meat if it was prepared in that way.
Yeah, like a pot roast. And,
I bet it would taste great. Just falling off, just peeling that delicious.
Little bit of maybe some white rice to go with it, on the side.
You know what I wouldn't want to eat is someone with a tattoo. I don't want the reminder.
Ooh, no, I don't think that would be tasty.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and it would taste bad. If you're a tatted up person, just no.
I don't even know that's good for you. I'm not eating that.
It's true.
Can't possibly be good for you to eat a bunch of ink.
Well,
it probably isn't good for you to eat people either. So once you're down that road,
I think you're fine about eating the people as long as you don't eat any brain matter and get those prions.
Yeah. How about tongue? I wonder if tongue is good. Cow tongue is good.
I don't even want to eat cow tongue. Have
you ever had it?
No, I've intentionally avoided it. There's a really nice market here in Atlanta, and they have everything. There's like kidneys and brain and liver and stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, come on, you guys don't. The steak's good. Just
steaks are good. Nice little fried chicken liver though. Ooh,
no, never had it. Never had it. Don't want it. No.
Well, that's absurd. You live further south than I do.
Yeah, I avoid that sort of thing. I like ham hocks. That's like a pig's ankle. Yeah, those are good.
Most kinds of ham are good.
I like to slow cook those with some pinto beans, a little crackling cornbread.
Never got that. Pickled
stuff.
pig's feet and shit like that. Never got it.
No, that's completely different. That's a weird thing.
Never got it.
I take the smoked ham hocks and I slow cook them in like a big pot of pinto beans for like 4 hours until they turn into like country ham. It's good. It's smoky, salty. It's good. It's delicious. Delicious.
Fun for the whole family. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
All right. So what other series you got?
Oh, King of the
Hill. Just recommendations for binge watching.
Well, I don't like Westworld. Westworld season 1. If you just want
one was great.
1 was great. I didn't like 2 very much, and 3 is awful.
Okay.
But if you've seen 1, you've already you've gotten there. You've seen the best of what that's going to be. I'm watching Star Trek Picard right now. I'm a big Star Trek fan, but Star Trek Picard is garbage. I don't know. I'm not watching much right now. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers. One of my favorite YouTubers has coronavirus. The guy who does a YouTube channel called Binging with the Babish. Famous. That guy has coronavirus.
Oh, that's not good.
And
here, eat this.
Yeah, right. I don't know if you ever watch Barstool Sports, the guy who does the One Bite pizza reviews.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, he's doing frozen pizza reviews now. because he's staying at home. It's really funny because every day he's just like, all right, Red Baron, let's go. Let's see how this is. He's not going out because he's in New York.
New York is a shit show right now with it.
There's so many people in such a small
cases.
area. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not in a place like that. I mean, Atlanta's bad enough. I'm in kind of a suburb of Atlanta these days, so it's not so bad. It's not super crowded where I live, and obviously I'm not going outside at all. And I started stocking up on dry goods and canned goods like a month before it actually got serious at all. Like way back when we were all just joking about it and being silly about it, and it was just in a small part of China. I was like, maybe I should just go ahead and buy a couple cases of toilet paper and $400 worth of dry goods and canned goods, and I did. So I'm good. I'm good for months conceivably.
Oh, me too.
Stuff that I
went overboard with it because I was having fun. And it was before anybody else was like prepping for stuff. So I was just walking through the grocery store like, ooh, Spam. I'll take 20 or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Which I've got Spam, tremendously underrated food, especially when you cube it up, fry it, and then throw it in with your scrambled eggs. It's
that's where I was
hot sauce. Yeah, that's what you want with Spam.
That's what I was gonna say. It's good with eggs. I made I got so many flour tortillas. They keep much longer than you might imagine. I've been making these breakfast quesadillas with like scrambled eggs and bacon and onions and peppers. So fucking good. So fucking good.
Yeah, love eggs.
This was more, I bought some eggs, and this was more just to like see how it would work or how it would change the taste. But you can freeze eggs, not in the shell because it'll crack. And so like I bought like a 36 pack of eggs, and I cracked like 3 eggs into little sandwich bags, and then sealed those up, and then threw them all in a big bag and threw it in my freezer. And apparently, according to the internet, that'll last for fucking ever. And when you want the eggs, you take them out of there, put it in your fridge for a day so that they thaw, and then they're good the following day. And so I'm wondering if finally, when I'm out of all my eggs, of course I could just run to the store and buy more. But if I have the virus, I don't want to go out and give it to anyone. I'm going to try that. I bet it's not going to taste as good as regular eggs, but I bet it's not bad.
I froze a lot of beef.
Same.
I've got about 10 like not a lot, I guess. A lot's on the way. Poor Bessie's beating her maker pretty soon. I'll have like 100 fucking steaks or something like that. But right now I've got like 8 pounds of beef, I think, something like that, and 2 or 3 pounds of chicken and turkey. So I'm good. I'm good for the conceivable future.
I got a ton of pasta, a bunch of canned green beans and corn, potatoes.
Yep. I did all that same stuff. Lots of I figured out what meals I wanted, and then I bought multiples of the ingredients to make those meals. So like I really like pasta sauce. So it's like, all right, lots of ground beef, lots of San Marzano tomatoes, lots of garlic, lots of all the things that go into those things. And then
I've got like 10 bottles of wine in my basement.
I got butter frozen, all sorts of stuff.
I dropped